Hey, welcome back to the channel for yet another episode of Growing with the Grovers. I thought it'd be kind of fun to hang out with Perry Grover, aka Ayla's dad, for a little bit and catch you guys up on what has been happening in his life, because we really haven't seen a lot of them up until this point. And as much as I would love to keep the focus on Ayla, I'm nosy and I want to know what the heck this man has been up to. So let me just pause the game really quick, because there are a couple things that I want to talk to you about before I give y'all the grand tour of Mr. Perry's home. Starting off on a more personal note, in case you guys didn't know, but on February 11th of this year, I gave birth to my third son. That's right, y'all. I had a beautiful little boy and his name is Isaac. Even though I've shown you what he looks like on Twitter, this is a little picture of him now. And y'all, he is almost freaking 2 months old. Oh my God, time flies. But anyways, well, I'm sure you guys know because Crixus is 6 and then my eldest is 16. So that really just puts it into perspective, because I think Dom was like, I think he might have even been 6, honestly, when I first started my YouTube channel, or started posting Sims videos rather. Anyways, my boyfriend was on paternity leave for about 6 weeks, which allowed me to really pump out the content for Growing Together. Now that he's back to work, as you can imagine, uploads are going to slow down a little bit. I'm not going to be able to be as consistent, but I am aiming for at least 3 videos a week while I find out what my new normal is. As you can imagine, having an infant, not just in the game, but in real life, is very time consuming and very unpredictable. So just let it be known that I am doing my absolute freaking best. Perry has called this place home for the past 24 years. He actually moved here 1 year after Ayla was born, in need of a place that was just big enough for the 2 of them. If you guys are wondering what happened to Ayla's mom, to be honest, Perry's a pretty private man and he really doesn't like to talk about it. But here is the exterior. We have a cute little seating place. We have Perry's car. Yes, he drives the hamster mobile. We have a couple planters that he's not even once touched, as well as a little seating area back here. Once upon a time, there was a bunch of like play toys, and I think Ayla had like a little swing set, but then obviously once she left the nest, he converted this into like a little outdoor seating place. And if we go inside, it's actually very nicely decorated. I'm super duper impressed, but there's a reason for that. In fact, there's a reason for a lot of things, which I will go through in just a minute. So here is the mud room. We have a bunch of shoes, even some lady shoes here, as well as like some trinkets and like little mementos and things like that, as well as some leashes for a dog. Here we have our little living room, and then here's the dining room, and then obviously we have a pretty big kitchen, because as you guys know, Mr. Perry is a culinary artiste, so he needs a ton of counter space. And here's this little aprons. We have like the little guest bathroom down here in the corner, and if you head upstairs and hang a right, it'll take you into Perry's bedroom. There's really not a lot to see here, but going across the hallway, we have yet another bathroom. And don't ask why this man has a blow dryer when he literally has not a single freaking hair on his head. I'm just gonna assume at this point it's probably to dry his beard. And across the hall from the bathroom, we have the second bedroom, which actually used to be Ayla's old childhood room, and then when she moved back in with her dad, obviously after the engagement with Eric fell through, this is where she ended up staying. Granted, she has taken her furniture with her, so right now we just have like a bunch of portable furniture in case she does decide to spend the night, which she does every now and again. And even Jacob sometimes will come over and Perry will watch him, so we have like one of those little portable like pack and play cribs. And then we have a air cushion double, which is clearly an air mattress. It is the most uncomfortable freaking thing ever, but Perry will not spend the money to get like permanent furniture in here, just in case, you know, Ayla does decide to move back. So he's kind of hoping for that. But anyway, I was under the impression for the longest time that Perry did not have a love interest, just for the simple fact that this man wants to get into a relationship. I just assumed that he didn't have anybody to get into a relationship with, but I couldn't have been more wrong. Perry has actually been seeing this woman named Anna Landrum for about, I would say, 6 months now. In fact, she's the one that helped him decorate his house, because one day she came over and she was like, oh no, this man lives like a man. It was disheveled, it was grimy, it was gross, cluttered, the whole shebangy bang. So she came in and kind of gave her woman's touch, hence why we have a pair of women's shoes here in the mudroom. And well, the leashes still need to be explained. So on top of being a teacher, okay, at the Knowledge Providers Association, Miss Anna is an animal enthusiast. She loves dogs, and so Trixie is basically like her fur baby. She sleeps with her, she takes her her everywhere. In fact, she actually took her to where Perry works, and that's how they met. So Perry was working one night, and he had the privilege of working on Miss Anna's salad. She had ordered a Caesar salad. She didn't want any chicken, but Perry kind of had like a little mishap and put chicken on it anyway. With her being a vegetarian, that clearly made her very upset, and so Perry came out to formally apologize. And when he did, Anna was like, you know what? It's actually okay. Can I get your number? It obviously went a little more fluid than that, but they exchanged numbers right then and there, and Perry ended up calling her, and the rest is history. So Perry wants to get in a relationship with Anna. They've been seeing each other for months, and obviously you're probably thinking, wow, it took him that long to want to commit to this woman. It's not that it's taken that long for him to want to commit. It's more or less that he's afraid. And this all just kind of ties back into his past relationship with Ayla's mom. But tonight, all of that is going to change because he has a hot dinner date with Anna at his house, and he is going to pop the big question. Not that question. He wants to take baby steps before he proposes, and hell, I don't know if Mr. Grover will ever get married again, but at least he would like to get into a committed relationship with Anna because she is just so special to him. She's really sweet, super down to earth. Ayla hasn't met her yet, but I have a feeling she would really like her. So right now Perry is cooking up a nice little spread. We have some garlic noodles, and we're also gonna go in and make some vegetable dumplings. I didn't tell you this yet, but another thing about Perry you probably didn't know is that he absolutely freaking hates dogs. And as we've already established, Anna is an animal enthusiast and Trixie is her fur baby. So that definitely throws a little monkey wrench in the situation. In order to be with Anna, he has to deal with Trixie, and their dynamic, y'all, cracks me freaking up. He despises this dog, but also I think a part of him might actually like her. I don't know. She's cute though. She's super duper cute. Very yappy, okay? And she's a little bit of a princess, but she is really adorable. So I think Anna should be just about on her way. We even took off tonight just so that we could have like this little date with her. And Perry, obviously, he is a frugal man, I will say, and he hates taking off of work. He's very committed to his job, but he also wants to be super committed to Anna. So let's call her over and let her know that dinner is ready. Just as Perry was about to call Anna, she was walking up the stairs, and here is the lovely lady herself. So Anna is about, I would say, 6 years older than Perry. So she's a little bit older than the women Perry would normally date, but like I said, she's kind of got it together, and she doesn't have a lot of baggage or anything quite like that, and she's just a really cool, chill sim. So naturally he kind of gravitated towards her. So we're just gonna spend a moment with her. We're gonna compliment her appearance. He absolutely loves when she wears like these little cable knit sweaters, and I don't know what the heck is going on right now, or like why she's giving me a thumbs down, but we're just gonna roll with the punches, and I'm gonna give her another hug. I'm also gonna go in and let me see here, be affectionate. Maybe we'll do physical intimacy instead, and we're gonna give her a little kiss. So we're feeling really freaking hungry right now. I don't know what Anna's gonna have, but let's just dive into the dumplings. Let's grab a serving. Are we not okay? We're not grouped up, so let me fix this real quick. I hate when they don't like automatically form groups. I feel like that's kind of weird, but we're gonna grab a quick little serving of the vegetable dumplings together, and Anna's like, oh babe, thank you. I'm vegetarian this time. You finally got it right. I love how they're just casually chilling in the kitchen, kind of catching up and asking each other like how their days went. They're not even like sitting in the freaking dining room, which is honestly pretty realistic if you ask me. A lot of times I'll just eat in the kitchen standing. It's fine. It's also because I sit mostly all day. So let me see. Let's do a little bit of small talk. Let's brighten up her day. Another thing about Anna, she is super duper family oriented. The only thing is she never had kids. So the fact that Perry here has a grandson, that's really exciting for her because she would love to meet the little guy. And hold on, we're getting a text from Ayla. What? Oh gosh. Hey, you've been talking about meeting my grandson. You might actually meet him here in a bit. Ayla just texted her dad and asked him if he would mind watching Jacob tonight because she's actually going out to a concert with Jonathan Meade from the frothy foamer, and obviously he's super freaking excited to see his daughter getting out into the world again. So without any hesitation, he's tossing the idea to Anna, like, hey, do you mind if I watch my grandson tonight? I know that it was just supposed to be us, but my daughter needs me. And obviously Perry cannot say no to his daughter. And thankfully, Anna is super open to the idea. She's like, of course, babe, do what you have to do. Just as Perry was about to ask Anna the big question, she asked Perry a pretty big question of her very own. It says, I've been thinking about this a lot, and I wanted to ask you if you would like to live together. That is seriously such a freaking huge step, and a part of me wants to run for the hills. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, Perry is not ready to move in with Anna, but he almost feels a little bit pressured because they have been seeing each other for so long to say yes. So I think he's gonna lie a little bit and say yes, I'd love that way. Maybe I am wrong and Perry is ready. He's just very nervous and hesitant because he hasn't taken this big of a step with a woman in a very, very long time. But let's get this lady moved in. Unfortunately, we can't leave Trixie behind, so she has to come in tow. And just as he decided to take that leap of faith, he asked Anna if she would like to date officially, even though Anna was like, yeah, I kind of thought we were already dating. That's awkward. But no, seriously, they kind of just fell into it. But Perry's a man of titles, you know what I'm saying? He likes to know where he stands, and decided to make things official. We ended up getting a sentiment with Anna, and it says, closer from moving in, close sentiment. Anna and Perry feel closer than ever as they share a home. Ayla just dropped off Jacob about an hour ago to head off to her concert. Y'all, I'm actually really freaking excited for her, because in the last episode, I think Jonathan asked if Ayla wanted to go out to like a talent show, and unfortunately she couldn't. But today she didn't want to pass up the offer, so at work she asked him if he wanted to go out to a concert, and obviously he gladly accepted. But Anna's coming in and looking at, you know, Mr. Perry and his grandson. Super cute. I love these two together. And Trixie is yapping like I told you guys. I swear to God, this dog is an absolute freaking mess. I think the real turning point in Trixie and Perry's relationship was when Trixie ate one of his good mules, like one of his nice leather mules. At that point, he wanted to ship her off. But unfortunately, Trixie and Anna are kind of a package deal. So Perry is gonna put little man to bed. This looks like the most uncomfortable thing ever. But also another thing that happened, we've unlocked the sit-up milestone. Jacob learned to sit up, and now he can experience more things life has to offer. Practice standing to work those leg muscles, use the high chair for the first time to explore baby foods, or scoot around to explore. With a new view of the world, Jacob can now experience different levels of fun. This poor baby absolutely freaking hates this portable crib. He's been tossing and turning in here for like the last 10 minutes, rolling from his tummy to his back. It's kind of the cutest thing I think I've ever seen in a really long time. He is so damn adorable. I love him. Look, there he goes. Oh my God. While Ayla and Jonathan are still at the concert, I thought I would give you guys a tour of Jonathan's apartment, since they are planning on coming back here afterwards. So currently Jonathan lives in 19 Medina Studio here in San Myshuno. Jonathan is a man of many wonders. He is the jack of all trades. In fact, he has a lot of different interests, but we'll get into that as we tour his apartment. So when you walk in through the front door, here is this little kitchen area. I'm obsessed with this bright red refrigerator, and also the mismatched chairs here at the table are a nice touch. Then we have his living room. Granted, this is a studio, so everything kind of just blends together. A little curious as to why he has a telescope in his apartment. Maybe he's watching the sunsets, or maybe he's spying on his neighbors. Honestly, neither of those are my business, so we're gonna keep going. Another thing you might want to know about Jonathan is he absolutely loves playing the guitar. He's actually quite talented, and speaking of talents, he has a lot of them. Another thing he loves to do is paint, and here are some of his works. On top of being a guitarist and a painter, he's also a self-proclaimed adrenaline junkie, so he loves to go mountain biking, snowboarding, all of those things. He loves to keep his heart pumping and jumping. And then here we have his little bathroom. So in case you guys are curious, both Perry's house and Jonathan's apartment were both created by Simlissy. So hopefully they'll be back soon. I think the concert should be just about over. And oh my God, it was 160 freaking simoleons for those tickets. That's actually a lot of damn money. And I don't know why Jonathan is going back outside, but we're gonna have him come into the apartment and then we'll change his clothes. So let's have Ayla also come inside too, because it is really chilly. Like the weather difference between San Myshuno and San Sequoia is like astronomical. And wow, this is a nice place, Jonathan. Holy crap. How do you afford this, being a bean blender at the Frothy Foamer? Like, what do you do on the side? I'm kind of curious, but let me put him back into his outfit, and let me tell you, I am a sucker for a man in a beanie. Why is he standing so close? Like I could almost smell his breath. So Ayla's gonna come sit down really quick in this chair, and I think Jonathan is going to try to impress her a little bit. Ayla was just about ready to listen to this man play guitar for hours. That was until his rude neighbor basically ruined her fun. She says, "Hey, can you keep it down in there? It's way past a respectable hour for all of this racket. Keep it down or else." Then Jonathan kept playing, and she says, "Clearly you were a terrible, inconsiderate neighbor. You just made a big mistake. I will remember this." That almost sounds like a threat there, buddy. But anyway, Jonathan is getting a little flirty. You know, he is definitely feeling Ayla right now. He loves her vibe. He loves how much fun they've had, and the fact that they've been talking for like the last 3 hours is something he hasn't done in a really freaking long time. I think he's actually gonna make a move, and I don't know how Ayla is going to feel about this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. She just kissed freaking Jonathan Meade. I am literally freaking fangirling for her right now because she has wanted this moment forever and ever and ever. And I'm almost wanting her to like walk out before she does something she regrets, because Ayla is not like a one night stand type of a girl. I'm trying to figure out what exactly would be like appropriate for her, because she's not going to declare her love for this man because she doesn't love him, I don't think. I mean, I should probably check her milestones, because what if she just fell in love? I think you guys probably already know the answer, judging by that dopey look on Ayla's face. She did fall in love. In fact, she actually fell in love pretty damn hard with Jonathan Meade. And then on top of everything, while Rico freaking Suave in a plaid picnic shirt over here is sweeping our girl clear off her feet, she has discovered a new personality trait. Ayla has discovered a new personality trait, romantic. That's the thing about Ayla. For the longest time, she actually considered herself an anti-romantic, just for the simple fact that Eric had a really hard time being romantic and opening up and showing her that affection. She kind of closed herself off to it. She probably should head home, because she's supposed to pick up Jacob around 10 or 11, and it is almost 9 o'clock. So I wanted to give him just a quick little hug, nothing too crazy. Oh, Sheena, hey, I heard you became friends with Ayla Grover. She's pretty cool. Hey, stop that. Wait, why is Sheena texting you? Kyle's just downstairs in the basement watching the news, which is kind of funny for him because it isn't something he's typically interested in. I mean, now that he does work as a lifeguard, I guess weather might be important, but he heard Ayla come in and he was a little surprised that she didn't come home last night. So I think he's going to come into the house and see what's happening. We're going to go into her room really quick. So I was reading the comments, right, in the last episode, and I was shook because so many of you guys are truly in love with Kyle and Ayla and think that they should be a thing. Now, I know it's kind of cliche, it's the typical, but the way that it's happening, I feel like it's so organic, it's so real and so natural, and there is just this pull between Kyle and Ayla that I do feel, but maybe Ayla doesn't realize it. Maybe she's blind to the fact that there might actually be something a little more significant here. I don't know, but again, I was really shocked at how many of you were shipping them. But I think Kyle's gonna make her some breakfast. He isn't like a big chef, he's kind of a dummy in the kitchen, but we're gonna make her some eggs and toast. And these freaking dust bunnies are out of this world. I did get the mop mod, I think it is, back into my game. So I'm gonna have him, cook her a little breakfast. He's gonna clean up the house a little bit for her. I really do love Kyle. I think genuinely he is a good dude. Does he have a lot of life experience? Nah. Does he have any experience with children? Probably not. Jacob is the closest thing to experience with children that this man has ever had, but he has a heart of a lion, and I love it. I love it so freaking much. Anyway, I think Ayla did ask her dad if he minded having Jacob just for a couple extra hours. So he's over there, he's happy, he's content, he's eating pancakes with grandpa, having the best time of his life, and Kyle's over here whipping up some eggs and toast. So we're gonna have him go and mop a little bit, get these dust bunnies out of the way. He does actually have to work on his fitness skill, so I think what I might have him do is either go in front of Ayla woke up. It's probably all the banging in the kitchen. Hey Kyle, good morning. Thanks for making breakfast and cleaning up the house. He's like, no problem. Where were you last night? And of course, she's telling him all about it. And Kyle has discovered that he likes silly behavior. I could absolutely see him kind of being a playful sim. It says, Kyle just got a great laugh out of Ayla's silly behavior just now. Looks like a bit of goofy company. It's a perfect cure for those boring moments in life. I love that for him. But yeah, she was just kind of telling him about her date last night and some funny things that had happened during it. And obviously that made him laugh. So anyway, as I was saying earlier, Kyle does need to work out, so I'll probably have him work out in front of the TV. Maybe we'll move Jacob's little playmat or whatever to give him a little more room. But anyway, this definitely hurts a little bit to hear that Ayla kind of went on a date. It just, he's trying to play it off. He's trying to be cool, calm, and collected about it, but I think a part of him is silently dying because it kills him to know that she might actually be interested in somebody else. So even though he would love to eat breakfast with her, he kind of just lost his appetite. So I'm going to have him come over here and work out a little bit. He's going to do a power sculpting video, and Ayla's going to grab a little plate of the eggs and toast that actually turned out to be quite excellent. So I did take a picture with Jonathan, and I'm hoping that Ayla took it home with her. I think it'll be in her little image stack here. We might have to scroll down a little bit, but okay, yeah, there it is. All right, so I'm gonna just pull it out so you guys can see. I don't know if I like ship them or not. I mean, I can kind of see them being together, maybe possibly, but they are very opposite in my personal opinion. He's a good looking dude, don't get me wrong. It's just, I don't know, there's something a little suspicious about him. You know what I'm saying? Some things aren't adding up. The math ain't mathin'. But look at Kyle over here doing his power sculpting video. Oh my god, he is so freaking cute and wholesome. I really do care about him so much. I would hate to see his heart broken, but he's absolutely smashing this workout, and I love how Ayla's just like shoving her face while our man here goes ham. But I needed Ayla to I'm sorry, Eric. What? Hey, I got a special gift for you because you're such a good neighbor and I appreciate your kindness and friendship and want to see what it is. That is absolutely not the narrative we're going to go with. I don't know why Eric is showing up on Ayla's doorstep. I have no clue what he wants or what he even is doing here, to be honest. In fact, it's actually been weeks since we've heard from him, and Ayla's a little pissed off. So I don't know if he's trying to get into her good graces or what he's trying to accomplish here, but I don't know if my girl's buying it. So he bought her a crafted violin. Are you serious? You know what, Eric? Just go away. I don't know why you're showing up on my doorstep. Thanks for the violin. I'm probably gonna freaking sell it or pawn it or something, but that was a little weird. Anyway, what I wanted her to do is I wanted her to research universities again. I think you guys were saying that Brightchester had the better program for language and literature. I didn't see it the first time that I was looking for it, so I'm gonna come back and take another peek. So yes, the University of Brightchester does indeed offer a language and literature degree. However, it falls underneath the distinguished degrees, which Ayla did not qualify for. So that means in order for her to actually get a language and literature degree, she's gonna have to go to the Foxbury Institute. I don't necessarily like it either, but it is what it is. Let's get this girl enrolled because she was definitely feeling a little anxiety last time about enrolling in university, keeping up with her part-time job, and obviously being a full-time parent to Jacob. Jacob, but I think she's going to be able to pull this off. I have a lot of faith in her, even though she doesn't have a lot in herself. All right, let's take a look here. So underneath communications, it does look like we could be a charity organizer, a civic planner, a journalist, or even work under management. To understand one another, we must first learn how to communicate with one another. With an emphasis on building the charisma, writing, and logic skills, the communication degree is a big help to anyone looking to work effectively in a professional environment. Degree benefits. A degree allows for entering a mid-level job with a signing bonus while increasing daily pay, job performance, and vacation days on the following careers. All of that sounds absolutely incredible, but the only thing that I'm kind of stuck on is choosing our class load. So we need 12 classes to graduate. I think somebody said there's a mod out there where I can kind of like cut this down a little bit. If there is, let me know in the comments down below, because I think each term is what, 7 days, something like that. That's a really freaking long time. So we're going to pick up 2 classes for now. The first one is Introduction to Communication, and then number 2 is Media, Technology, and Culture. I'm not going to choose an elective. If I need to go back and fix this somehow, some way, let me know. For housing, obviously, we're going to attend university from home, so we don't have to pay any additional costs there. And because we do have a scholarship for 500 simoleons, our tuition fees are a whopping 0 simoleons. Well, you guys, Ayla did it, and I couldn't be more proud. In fact, she's proud of herself that she finally pulled the trigger, and of course she had to come in and tell Kyle, whom lately seems to be kind of her hype man. Obviously, he's really excited for her too. She has this little moodlet that says having a fully paid tuition takes some weight off your shoulders, which obviously does help quite a bit. Here's a quick little peek at our class schedule. So our first class is in about 2 days, and it's from 9:30 to 10:55 a.m. Our following class after that is in 4 days, and it's from 3 p.m. to about 4:25. That actually doesn't seem too bad. And of course, Grandpa's calling. No way. Good going, kiddo. I'm so freaking proud of you. Ayla's dad is over the moon hearing that his daughter finally enrolled in university. Of course, he has his own reservations, but for once, he's keeping them quiet because Ayla feels so proud of herself. I think there's a few things that we need to do in terms of getting prepared for university or for our classes. So we need to give a presentation. We need to work on our homework. Okay, so in our inventory, we have our presentation board, which we don't have any freaking room for. Where the hell am I sticking this? And here's Ayla's university homework. I'm actually just going to put that on the kitchen table. I'm more worried about where I'm going to stick this because we don't actually have like a lot of room. Maybe I can find a place in her bedroom for it because she isn't really sharing the room with anybody. I think I can kind of move all of this stuff over, and then I'll put this here in the corner, and hopefully that gives us enough space. From what I was reading, we have until the end of the term to complete and give this presentation. So I think I'm going to get started. I'm going to have Ayla start capturing some information just to maybe create an outline so she knows where she's going with this. It has been a really long time since Ayla has been in school, and Jonathan's calling. Ayla, thank you for suggesting I hang out with Fabian. We had a spectacular time. No problem, buddy. I really don't know why he was calling to tell me that, but that's cool. That didn't last long at all. Ayla has to go to the bathroom, so let me go and have her use the potty really quick. Jacob is playing on his little baby mat. Kyle is feeling super uncomfortable because he's feeling excruciatingly fatigued given the fact that he's actually a lazy sim and he hates working out. How close though did we get to reaching level 2 of the fitness skill? Okay, even though he doesn't want to do this, I might actually have him go for a little jog around the block, or we could just do a regular walk. I don't know if that's actually going to help with his fitness goals. I'm gonna have him do the Pum Boomba dance video. That was a little bit of a tongue twister. Hard time getting that out, but Jacob is watching him and thinking he is the best thing ever. We finally reached level 2, and now we can discuss workout techniques with other sims. Despite the fact that he is very lazy, he actually is pushing himself through it. So of course I gotta give the man credit, and now it is time for him to go to work. So he is gonna head off. Every time he goes, it's like he's wearing a new bathing suit. I don't know if he's like lifeguarding at like different locations or what, but I'm definitely amused. Kyle's off to work. Ayla went down for a quick little nap. Obviously she can't be laying here too long because Jacob is out here by himself. So is he able to now try his first baby food? Ooh, I think I want to do it. I'm gonna try mashed mango and see how he feels about it. Ayla also would like to chat with Agnes. So Agnes is that lady that we met met at the bar in the first episode. Well, we didn't meet her at the bar. She was technically one of Ayla's coworkers as she was volunteering at the Salty Paw Saloon, I think it was. But let's just see how Jacob is feeling about mashed mangoes. How are we feeling? Should we go in for another bite? Here comes the airplane. Open up. I sound so stupid. It says, first food milestone unlocked. Jacob tried baby food for the first time. Now that he's tasted something new, use the high chair to see what foods excite his taste buds. Jacob wasn't sure about mashed mango. Maybe this food will need to be explored again. Maybe. Let's see how he's feeling. So he actually needs to go to the bathroom. Clearly, we can't potty train, babies or infants or whatever. So he's just going to have to crap his pants. Let's go in for another. We're going to try yogurt and see how he feels about that. This time Ayla isn't doing all the exuberant little freaking spoon maneuvers. She's just going in for the kill. But again, Jacob wasn't sure about yogurt, and we might need to explore this food further. So he seems like he's just really unsure about a lot of different foods. How is he feeling energy wise? So he could probably go down for a little nap. I know for a fact that Ayla definitely could use one. So we're gonna come in here. We're gonna put Jacob to bed and just lay him down for a little bit. He's probably not gonna go down for the night. I was gonna see if she could get a couple Z's in, and then maybe later I'll have her try again with her presentation, because even though it does seem like we have a long time, till the end of the term, Lord knows that the days fly. So we're gonna play a lullaby. We're gonna play Sleep Baby Sleep, and I hope this will work so that she can go to bed soon, because she's freaking exhausted. But I think this is a really good stopping point, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode here. I hope that you all enjoyed, and if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun doesn't shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances, empty-handed?